couple hours ago. I'm going to show this. I pulled up her page.
Oh, nice. Let's see
She did a
that.
clapback. Now this is huge. Let me see. I'll read it out. I know it's kind of small on there. Well, I'm not gonna read all of it, y'all. Mm-mm. But she added the lead attorney and Kevin Samuels on here. Let's see. Can I get this a little bigger? I know I can. Well, I'll worry about that another time. She said, like I said over a year ago, black males will never get an apology from me. Why? Because it turned out my cousin was telling the truth. But black males didn't go run and make videos and spread that. They immediately sided with their enemy. What happened to the F the police? This is because they couldn't accept that someone that looks like them would do something so horrible and were called out on their behavior. You can't say it was well documented if you didn't even know this has been plastered all over my social media for almost 2 years. I don't mind you using my name for clout, but damn, at least get your facts straight. Scroll below to read the entire post from January 2020. I'm talking about black males, not black men. They are not the same. Black men have always held me down. And blah, blah, blah. So I don't
Yeah,
know what that.
she seems like
Damn, damn,
I
damn.
mean, it seems like she's trying to like put out the fire,
Mm-hmm.
but because Kevin Samuels came on there and really, I mean, he
Yeah.
put the spear all the way through her. You know what I mean? So, um, and there's really it might be a misunderstanding, but a person like me, I never take the person. I got to see a body of their work before I can just
Mm-hmm.
take them. And a lot of black guys, like I said, if you just like brother Ole said, if you just validate their opinion, they're gonna roll with you. They're just gonna roll
Mm-hmm.
with you, and then they'll, like you said, they'll even try to protect you. They'll even roll with the program.
Right.
So it just depends on the person. It depends on who's actually listening to the message and where they are in their life. You know what I mean? So, but I think she was just trying to cover the waters. I think what she needs to do is she need to come out with a video explaining the whole thing. Just
Yeah.
like the video. You know how I got here to this live stream you're doing, Courtney?
Mm-hmm.
Courtney, I was looking at in this video that you were explaining why you left the mothership, right? And I
Okay.
said, oh,
Yeah.
she's live. Let me go over there and see what she's talking about. You know what I mean?
Tell
She's
me about
live.
this.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, but that's what I'm saying. But you explaining that, it made more sense as to what was actually going on and everything. And so now we know, okay, it was no beef or nothing. It just, hey, I got to do my own thing. I got to spread my wings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's time for me to spread my wings,
It
right?
people need things connected.
Right.
Right. Like, okay, this puzzle pieces, because right now everything seems all kind of shattered. So I definitely understand. You got to have some kind of connection to this. Now, what I found interesting about this too, her clapback, because she got some more to say. I'm gonna go back to it a little bit too. But she says that she was talking about black males, not black men.
Right.
What's the difference?
Right.
What?
I think what she's alluding to is that the black man is matured,
Mm-hmm.
and black male could be anybody who is a male gender. That's what she's alluding
Yeah.
to. That's our opinion. That's what she's trying to stress by saying, black man has always had her back, right? And
Mm-hmm.
she's saying she rocks with matured men. It's basically sign language, if you know what I
Is that what
mean.
you're getting also, Brother Clarence and
Definitely,
TJ?
definitely. When she says she goes to strip clubs with men and she hangs out with these high earning men and she'll go to the strip bar with them and all these other different crazy
Mm-hmm.
places with them. I mean, I guess she calls those black men, right? Meanwhile,
Hmm.
the brothers that's not on her team, he calls those the males. So I mean,
That's an interesting take.
yeah, it just depends on the way you're looking at it. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
just think that people are people. If you give them enough time, they will show you who they are. They will show you who they are. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So that's the same take I had when I first started watching the Mothership,
Mm-hmm.
and I was a fan of yours. I was a fan of Anton's,
Mm-hmm.
Rilla's, JR's, K's, everybody on there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And even before you got there with Tawana, right?
Right.
And I saw how that situation went down.
Get
And
it
so
right.
I had contacted one of the owners of that. I said, hey, brother, if you keep doing that, people ain't gonna want to
Mhm.
work all day and go see
Mhm.
people arguing at each other. Why don't you do it this way, and it'll be a better program? Because I saw it coming where it was gonna break down to a not a productive situation.
Yeah.
But sometimes people just don't want to see it. You know what I mean? It's like what we telling her, hey, you okay, you might be saying what these so-called males want to black men want to hear, right? But who you
Mhm.
considering black men just because they got to have a certain uh dollar amount after they name annually? Those are men and they rock with you. Sometimes people are gonna rock with you that ain't for you. That ain't.
Well,
I know you guys know that.
I look at it this way because again, I liken it to male. A male is just basically about the anatomy because basically it's calling you. I'll just put it like this. A lot of times I would call instead of saying woman or saying bitch, I would call
Mhm.
you a female. I meant bitch, but I called you a female. Same difference. It
That's
was to
that
be
baby boy.
it's derogatory in nature. Now,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
Sister
So,
TJ,
sir,
if I call a woman a female, I'm being derogatory towards her.
yeah,
Oh
because
yeah,
it can be
on
taken that
certain
way. Yeah,
streets, yeah, on certain streets,
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You remember the movie Baby Boy?
Uh huh.
yeah.
Where I forgot his name was on there, but he was like, "Yeah, I'll call these women bitches, but nah, I'm gonna call them a female. These females."
Yeah.
Yeah. Omar
So some
Gooding.
women find it, I guess, derog. I personally don't.
It
I'd rather
doesn't
be
make
called a
any sense.
female
Just
than a
like you can
bitch.
call a woman a bitch and they think it's a compliment. So again, it
Yeah,
makes no sense.
yeah.
But definitely,
It's
when
true.
if I'm speaking in terms of a woman that is not a ladylike or is ratchet or is ignorant, I'm probably going to refer to this female over here, probably.
Mhm. Mm.
Right.
Or
Yeah, I think
I coined the phrase flea male.
Flea
F,
male. Mm.
yeah, FLEA dash male, flea male. Makes you itch because she's
makes
dirty.
you
I'm
itch.
just saying.
She got a little something you don't want to mess with. All right, let me go
Wow.
on because she had a lot to say. I'll tell you this, okay. And yes, for people that are asking, this is April Mason. This is her clapback from today. She added the lead attorney and Kevin Samuels on this as well. So this is April. Let's continue. Let's see. Yes, women have work to do. So do these weak ass males. A disgrace to the race. It was all good when I said I quit working with women because y'all thought it was a city boy win. But many of you are raggedy as well. Y'all run around here gossiping like females. Men don't have time to be on the internet making low vibrational videos about women. They heal and choose better women because they're out building their legacy, handling business, investing, networking, working out, going to therapy, sleeping, evolving spiritually, and doing it all again the next day. Now, let me go back to minding my business and living my best life like I always do. I've never had to bring any other content creator into my teachings because what you discuss is low vibrational content. It also says that you lack creativity.
Yeah. It's rough. It's rough.
What
That's
are
our
you
opinion.
thinking? Are you guys disagreeing with this? Do you understand where
Oh
she's
no,
coming from?
I understand where she's coming from. It's just a, you know, it's just a, it's
Right.
she's covering down on what Kevin Samuels said about her on TLA's
Yeah.
program. Just trying to cover her tracks on that. But I think this is a real issue. I think
Mm-hmm.
a lot of guys are not rolling with her now is because most of us have been in a relationship with a woman and we've seen a switcheroo like that where they
Mm.
came off like they was with it, and then once you sign on the dotted line, they do the switch on you. Oh no, I don't. I'm not doing no windows or no cooking or nothing like that. You know. And now, but you already signed on the dotted line. So now what can you do, right?
Yeah.
In
So do
most
you think
relationships,
she did a switch though?
I think she
I
did
don't see
from
it.
her initial, from the initial. I'm not. I'm not. Uh, teaching black women because of this in the diatribe about how black women are a certain way
Mhm.
and not explaining that, you know, I'm still with the business. I'm just not going to teach them. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not going to try to. I'm just not going to try to, you know, have the courses anymore. If she would have said, "Hey, this is how I really feel," but
Mhm.
I'm just not going to try to go against the grain teaching them no more, then that we would have been like, okay, well, she's still with that, you know, modern woman business, but she just saying she ain't gonna make no money off of these women no more. Okay, we can
So,
deal with that.
so it's a
I
problem.
don't agree with that.
Okay, go ahead, TJ.
I don't agree with that because um I think she is resolute in not casting her pearls among swine in the sense of trying to help women who don't want to be helped.
Right.
That's what I think. So I don't think that she's changed on that, but just because she's decided that she doesn't want to help women or, so in the women who don't want to be helped doesn't mean that everything she said is untrue. It just means that it doesn't mean that I'm going to co-sign on everything because I'm not doing this.
Right.
I disagree with that. I think that
Well,
she just, I'm
I'm
sorry,
sorry,
go ahead.
Sister TJ. I'm talking about how she presented herself on the lead attorney was
Mhm.
different than that video. It was different than that. So it didn't. She didn't qualify that. So she on the video when she came on TLA,
Mhm.
she described what she did more of a teaching of how to manipulate. It wasn't like, oh well, I was teaching them how to do. It was more of a manipulation type of discussion from my perspective. So
How did
that's
you
why
come
I'm
to that?
saying that.
I'm curious because and the reason why I'm asking is because as I watched that clip, I
Mhm.
tried to see where I found any disagreement, and I didn't. And I don't see that. I don't. And again, if there's something that I missed, please share that with me because most. And I said I'm not sure that I see it differently because I'm older and I've been the woman that she was talking about, and I had to do a renewing of self. So I didn't see anything that she said that was wrong. So if I missed something,
I
because
didn't say she
I
said
didn't get the
anything wrong.
manipulation part at all.
No, I didn't. I don't think she said anything wrong. Well,
Mhm.
what I mean by manipulation is by showing someone how to behave. Not let me say it this way. Instead of showing a person how to improve and improving yourself and in a spiritual manner, instead, it was more improving yourself on the dollar amount and on a dollar manner, and then that will help you, you know, because you'll be able to be, I guess, portray this person that people will want to be involved with. That was the impression I got. Maybe I got it wrong. Maybe I got it backwards, but that was the impression I got. Then when I went to go see further videos of hers and
Mhm.
kind of
Mhm.
reinforce that opinion of to me, I don't have nothing evil to say about it. I'm just saying I don't think she was teaching, hey, if you improve yourself spiritually and make yourself just a better person and you're able to that's not what I heard from her. Maybe I got it. Maybe one of you guys could tell me, oh yeah, she said that. Okay, maybe. So
It's interesting. It just goes to show that everybody can be in the same auditorium, hear the same
Here's
message,
something
and take
and
several different things
take it
out of
in
it.
completely different.
Because one of the things that I heard her say was the fact that the reason why certain things didn't work out or with some clients didn't work out is because, or the men was saying that she changed on me. Well, and she said it's
Mhm.
because she was acting this way instead of being that way.
right.
So I didn't get that she was trying to push manipulation. She was saying, okay, this is what you shouldn't do because you need to be feminine. Because if you're being feminine, if you're being that person for yourself, it's not going to be a change. It's going to be
But but she said she
continuous.
but she
Hmm?
said she's feminine some of the time and masculine some of the time. She said
Well, and again, I agree with that. And I'm going to tell you why I agree with that.
that. Okay.
She talked about she was masculine when doing business.
Okay.
Men and women both have masculine and feminine energy. Both men and women have estrogen and
And
testosterone.
testosterone.
Okay.
I, as a military officer, when I was in certain meetings, it was necessary for me to be more assertive, more engaging, and that has a tendency to be masculine.
Okay.
So, absolutely. And in as much, and my daughter has even said that watching me in my posture, it was something that she made sure that she didn't bring to her relationship, but it helped her in her career because, again, to be docile
Mm-hmm.
in a working environment or to be overly feminine is not, depending on your field, is not
Yeah.
necessarily going to be a good thing. So I didn't see anything wrong with that either, because but the problem that many women have, myself included,
Don't
is
know how to
when
turn it
we
on and
leave
off.
the boardroom and come
Turning it on
home,
and off.
we have forgotten that we don't need to be masculine and assertive at home.
Right.
That is the problem. But
Yeah.
there's definitely, you have to be a little bit more assertive in the workforce.
But I
So I
never
don't see
said
anything
you
wrong
have
with
to.
that.
I never said that she has to be docile 100% her whole situation. I'm sure there's times where you got to be a little more assertive,
Yeah.
and I'm not saying that that's wrong. What I'm saying is going based on what she was saying and the way
Mm-hmm.
she was presenting it. Maybe she presented it, and maybe I had looked at it from with my good eye and saw it another way, right?
Right.
I
Hmm.
So
spy with my
I'm
good
just
eye.
right. So maybe that's the way I saw it, but I just I don't I, I don't think that just listening to some of her other content,
Yeah.
it kind of showed me that my first instinct on her was
You
kind of
know.
right. Now I'm not saying she's a bad person. Let me clear this up because in the chat they
Sure.
saying I think she's wrong and she's a bad person. And I
Yeah.
never said any of that. I
Yeah, you
never
don't you
said
don't you
any.
don't want to worry about the chat. You just want to
Yeah.
hit. You
Thank
just
Yeah,
want to
you.
hail the chat.
but I'm,
Just
but I'm
the chat is undefeated any
yeah, it's on its
day.
own thing, right? It does its own thing. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I never said anything like that, or that she, I'm sure that as a woman, you can't just sit back and just say, okay, well, and all the time, you got to assert yourself sometimes. So, of
Yeah.
course, I'm not saying that you have to be 100%. That's all. I
You-
just think the way it was presented, that's how I feel. But hey, maybe Sister Courtney gonna read us something, and
Because
maybe
she's
I'll
not
change my
that
done.
would
mind.
change your
Maybe
mind,
it'll
right?
change my mind,
She's
right?
not
Maybe
done.
it'll change my mind.
And brother Ola, I'm gonna let you
Yeah.
comment because I know you had something to say, but
That's
she's
okay.
not
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
She said she is clapping back today. And for all y'all males.
Fresh breaking news.
Right, breaking news. Let's see, where did I leave off? Okay. Besides, you are always looking for something to take out of context
Mm.
to fit your immature narratives, which you did. The fact that you didn't even know that I'm not a Christian lets me know that you don't do your research. You listen to respond, not to understand, but it's to be expected. As an attorney, you're in the business of twisting, concocting, and coming up with your own narrative. If you
Oh,
wanted to know more in depth of what I meant, I would have gladly came, excuse me, I would have gladly come on your show and broke it all the way down. As you saw, is that okay? As you saw, I was in the middle of trying to get a tire fixed in an unfamiliar location, but you really didn't want an in depth explanation or get an understanding. Hashtag weak. But I'm glad to see the newbies continue to keep my name in their mouth. Carry on and keep getting those monetization checks on me. Once again, a woman is putting food in your mouth because of all because all of you are making money off the backs of a woman you claim to dislike. Merry Christmas. Hashtag the lead attorney. Hashtag Kevin Samuels.
Interesting. So I'll do this. I'll do this because I had some points to make before, but I'll had them all together. I'll defend the lead, and here's why I would defend the lead
Mm-hmm.
because the lead is a lot of this is showmanship. Let's be frank. A lot of this is showmanship. You got to get the attention. You got to keep the attention. You got to build a community. That's what we're doing. It's a business, right? A lot of it has to do, and TLA is good at this stuff. He's really really good, right? He's good at his monologue. It's just long as hell. I can't sit around for no long as. That's why you don't see me. You see how I just slipped in here? Like, let me come hang out with Courtney. I got time. Yeah. I'm not sitting behind the stage for hours just to talk to, beautiful people, but it's too long, So a few times I've done it, and I've listened to enough of his content that he actually defended her yesterday. And he actually pointed out, like, when people were talking about, he actually spelled the byproduct thing. He played the attorney thing. He said, "This is what I think she meant, and I see this is what the man." He played that. He did it, but it's like 2 minutes out of 6 hours. So she's probably never gonna find that point. You see what
Right.
I'm saying? Now,
Right.
back to what we're saying. What we're going to figure out, what we're going to learn at some point, right? In this whole game is that we're all characters, all of us. We're all some kind of puppets being controlled by narratives, especially by our own lens of life, our experiences, and all of these different things, right? We're controlled by all of these different things. So I don't agree with that in the sense of, all these people who are doing this. They're doing that because everyone that gets 100,000 attention of any type, we get drunk off of that attention. It's just what it is because they're human like the rest of us. Okay, because there's a reason why they're getting the attention. It's probably attached to some kind of income or something like that, and that's what I think is going on here. She's getting attention. She also alluded to it. She's getting some check right now. She's enjoying it, but she still got caught up in her emotions because if she's not right, which I expect, by the way, if she's not right, she could reach out and say, "Hey, let's have the conversation." But here's what I'll tell you: when people have ulterior motives to nitpick what you're saying, you never say the right thing. See, let me tell you something. You cannot say the right thing to the wrong person. You cannot say the wrong thing to the right person. Your audience is your audience all day long, right? And it is what it is. The people that you're meant to mentor, they will resonate with you. They will get transformation, not because you said the right thing. It's because they are aligned with you in value somehow, some way, and they spend long enough time to catch that fire. And that's why most people at some level, that's why they don't achieve what they want to achieve because they don't stick around long enough. But she's doing the same thing that the rest of us were doing, getting high off of the attention, getting caught up in emotion at the same time. She felt some type of way because she's getting dragged a little bit. I mean, the manosphere is heavy right now. Let's be frank, okay? When they drag something, it can trend. It is what it is, right? But I rock with everyone. That's why I tend to kind of be in the middle. What some people may even consider simping. It is what it is. I really don't care. You could label it whatever you want, right? But what I hear from you, Miss Courtney, is insights. I'm not hearing right and wrong from you. What I hear from Miss TJ is insights. What I hear from Brother Clarence is insights. I go create my own truth at the end of the day. Right? When I feel the need to shove my need down your throat, isn't that need to be right? Isn't that the sign language?
That's-
We're all guilty of it. Kevin, Godfather Samuel is guilty of it. Everyone is guilty of it. Everyone, and it is what it is. Okay, it's not that deep. Let's all calm down. It's really not that deep, right? When we bring it back down to relationships, personal relationships, if you take this stuff back into your personal relationships, it will hurt you in real life.
You know what's funny?
Yes, sir.
All of these people that's teaching about relationships, and none of them got one. No, and none of them are married, or none of them, including Kevin. They're not married, but they teach. I mean, I guess it is.
See,
what it is.
I don't judge. I've been married for 14 years, and I'm happy. I don't judge them either. The truth is that people like me, I just happen to be a marketer. I've been a marketer for 9 years, and I feel like I can add some value. But most people that are enjoying what they got, they're not in these YouTube streams. They're not in the comments.
And you know what they say, those who can do, those who can't teach. Maybe that's